Hello and welcome back to the Eagle-Gryphon Games vlog, and this week we'll give you a sneak peek at the upcoming Railways of the World expansion, Railways of Sweden. Then we'll highlight a new release of an amazing metal car set for Kanban EV. In the Eggs from the Vault segment, we'll give you a quick overview of a game where you're a dwarf craftsman making a necklace of silver and precious gems for the Norse goddess Freya. And then we'll finish it off with a game giveaway. But first, let's update you on several past, present, and future Kickstarters. We're still in the process of fulfilling Mercado de Lisboa worldwide, but fulfillment should wrap up soon. We then will begin fulfilling our pre-orders, which you can still place at the link in the description below. The Faux Diamonds and Baseball Highlights the Dice Game Pledge Manager has launched, and we're accepting late pledges for each of these great games by Mike Fitzgerald. Fulfillment is expected later this year. For Sale Autorama and For Sale The Advisors expansion are in production and should be ready to ship to backers during Q2, Q3. This great new edition of the classic For Sale and the For Sale expansion feature fantastic artwork by Kwanchai Moria. The Kickstarter campaign for the upcoming On Mars expansion, On Mars Alien Invasion, is set to launch July 15th and will run through July 30th. You'll also be able to purchase other Eagle-Gryphon Vital Lacerda games in the Pledge Manager for this upcoming campaign. The campaign for our upcoming 3 Railways of the World expansions, Railways of Sweden, Railways of Australia, and Rail Barons of the World, will launch May 13th and will run until May 28th. This campaign will feature the Railways of the World series while introducing 2 new maps and solo play to the series. The upcoming Railways of the World expansion, Railways of Sweden, features heavily mountainous terrain and coastal ferries. From the White North, where rail barons may make use of new operations to span the mountainous terrain, to the tight connections of the coastal ferries in the southeast, building rail lines in Sweden can be a costly endeavor. Only the rail baron with the most guile and economic prowess will be victorious in the end, as this map features unique opportunities and challenges to players. The Kanban EV metal car set includes 40 metal cars in the same dimensions and colors as the wooden cars, with 8 per vehicle type. These detailed cars make the perfect upgrade for the beautifully updated Kanban EV, which is available now. And you can click the link below to be brought to the product page. In Freya's Folly, 3 to 5 players will have their own dwarves that they'll send into the mine. And in this giant mine are many different caverns, each of them having different types of jewels. Each player will take 2 actions like moving their dwarfs, sometimes new ones, into the mine shaft and through up to 2 other dwarfs into a cavern to then be able to collect jewels, which that dwarf will now be able to hold in its wheelbarrow. And now we know that dwarf has collected jewels and cannot collect any more for now, unless they spend an action to get one of these cool ability cards like the stamina card, which now allows them to collect jewels from a second cavern. And you're trying to get all these jewels because you're trying to complete these setting cards so you can take one of these cards for an action. This one will give you 15 points if you complete it by the end of the game, but -7 if you don't. And once that dwarf comes back up through the mine and comes back home, we can now use these jewels to fulfill some of those setting cards. But for an action, sometimes you'll be trading some of your jewels for other jewels that are actually already in the black market. And for an action, if you have the right jewels, you can complete the setting card, but one of your dwarfs will be removed from the game because it took it to the market. And being able to collect amber jewels is very important because it allows you to finish these Brisingamen cards, which gives you extra action tokens that you can use to do more on your turn. Or they're worth points at the end of the game if you don't use them. But maybe you'll be using speed to move twice once you come in the mine. Now we can collect some jewels. Or maybe you use stealth, which helps you move through 4 different dwarves instead of just the normal 2 when you move and come into the mine to get the jewels you need. So you'll be trying to figure out the right time to use the right abilities to get the jewels that you need, to then get the setting cards you need to provide those jewels to have the most points in the end. Today, we're going to be giving away one copy of Railways of Nippon, and to enter, you simply subscribe and leave a comment below telling us what your favorite Railways of the World map is. Now you have 1 week from when this video is launched to enter. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's Eagle-Gryphon Games vlog, and you can click the playlist link below me to see all the past vlogs, and we'll see you next week.